and then follow up to tonight, obviously. And alright. Jeez.
What is going on? Welcome to No Chill Promos. How y'all doing? Hope having a blessed Tuesday for watching this. Before I get started, before I clock in for this week's shift for Monday Night Raw. Just got to do a quick shout out to all subscribers to the channel and to the followers on Rumble. At 341 now on the channel, so thank you to whoever subbed. At 94 on Rumble, closing in on 100. So once again, thank you to each and every one of you that continues to rock with your boy. But without further ado, let's get started. They do the same thing that they always do each and every week, and that's showing random ass wrestlers walking into the building like we're supposed to be excited. First, we see the American cuck, Cody Rhodes. And I'll be nice, where I'm not going to shit on him just yet because he's with his family. His daughter, his beautiful wife. You know, they got to showcase all the black people that they have show that they really don't give a shit about because they're in hot Atlanta, Georgia. Then we see these two fine-ass women, that is Naomi and Bianca Belair. We then see the Boondock Saints, that is Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. She's sipping on her Bloody Mary, getting ready for their tag team match against Naomi and Bianca. We then see Sami Zayn looking like an extra in the movie Clerks. This dude looks like an absolute bum, and I'm over Sami Zayn. I miss the NXT version of Sami Zayn because that was the best version of Sami Zayn. We then see my nigga Drew Mac walking into the building. That's it for the random appearances. We then start the show with Seth Cuckold Rollins. He says, I am a visionary. I am a revolutionary. I am Seth Cuckold Rollins. He says that he's going to be in the Royal Rumble. He needs to redeem himself after getting his shit pushed in, getting mollywopped by CM Punk. So he's going to throw out Sami Zayn, he's going to throw out John Cena, he's going to throw out Drew McIntyre, he's going to throw out LA Knight, yeah, he's going to throw out main event Jey Uso, who's not main event because he's the mid-card, he's a complete jobber, that is Jey Uso, yeet. And he for damn sure is going to throw out Roman Reigns. And then the crowd chant, OTC, OTC, OTC. Well, guess what? He couldn't even be bothered to show up for the go-home show for the Royal Rumble, who he is suspected to possibly win this year's Rumble. So sorry for all the fans that paid to go see Roman live. He said, fuck that. Miss me with that bullshit. But you know who does show up? The reigning, defending, undisputed World Heavyweight Champion, the Ring General, Gunther. He says, Rollins, where the hell have you been these past few months? Well, I know where I've been. I kicked Jey Uso's ass on Saturday. That's right, I beat his ass. And the crowd booed, and I'm like, yeah, he did, from what I've heard. I didn't watch this bullshit. Give a fuck about Saturday night's main event. Fuck out of here. But from what I've heard from other people, Jey Uso whooped his ass for like a good portion of the match, and then up to the finish, Gunther hits him with 2 power bombs, and then that's it. So, oh well. I'm like, hey, Jey Uso had that shit coming when he agreed. He looked Gunther dead ass in his face, and he said, yeah, you right, Oos. I am a dork. I am a masked guy. Yeet. I'm like, yo, you deserve to get mollywopped just for saying that. Imagine reading that and thinking to yourself, like, yeah, I could make this work. I could go out there and be like, Jey Uso, you are a clown. You're a mascot, and you are a complete dork. And I'm like, yeah, everything you said, you're right, Oos. I am a dork. I am a mascot. Yeet. I'm like, this is why this shit sucks. Alright? This is the prime fucking example. But Gunther says, it's about time you get your priorities in check and realize what the most important thing in this industry is, and that is the World Heavyweight Championship. Rollins says if it wasn't for me, that championship wouldn't even exist. He has a point, because he lying bitch bellyached to Triple H for a secondary world title, so Triple H granted his wish, right? And even though I still am a firm believer that AJ Styles should have won that match, it should have been the inaugural World Heavyweight Champion, but Rollins went on to bury Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura, Damian Priest, and then Drew McIntyre a couple of times, up until WrestleMania 40, where it took like 8 claymores to put this dude down. I'm just like, this shit's goofy. It's stupid. What are we doing? What are they doing with Drew McIntyre, man? I don't know. But Gunther says, Seth, this isn't 2015 anymore. This is 2025, and you're looking at the best wrestler in the world because I'm holding the best title in this industry, that is the World Heavyweight Championship. And it's like, cool story, bro, but you got your shit pushed in, got your ass whooped, you got mollywopped by the American cuck, Cody Rhodes, at fucking, what was it, Saudi Arabia? The crown jewel. Whatever you want to call it. Now, if you would have went over on him at that PLE, then you can make a compelling point to where it's like, yeah, you can argue he's the man here in WWE, but you lost. And mind you, when I'm going over his lines or trying to paraphrase what he said, he doesn't say it with the same energy and conviction that I have. It's just dry, bland, stale, just mundane. I still see people defend this dude online saying that he is a good champion. And I'm like, how? How is he a good champion, man? In what capacity? What's the best promo he's cut since he's been the World Heavyweight Champion? What's the best match that he's had since he's been World Heavyweight Champion? Because his previous reigns as the NXT UK Champion or the Intercontinental Champion are far superior than his current reign as the World Heavyweight Champion. And that's just a fact of life. Yeah. Don't forget, just a few months ago, this dude was cowering in fear from Damian Priest. Of all people, you were scared of Damian Priest. You're supposed to be the World Heavyweight Champion, and you're afraid that Damian Priest, like you're damn near the same height as him, if not taller, and you're afraid of him. What the fuck was that? I digress. They get interrupted by the Maverick, and then here's theme song, hey yo! Logan Paul, who is now officially on Raw. And don't forget, this dude had no reaction when the announcement was made on the debut here on Netflix. LA didn't give 2 fucks about him, but here in Atlanta, Hotlanta, ATL, they do the fuck at Logan Paul. They weren't trying to hear anything he had to say. He basically was like, it's a new era where we're on Netflix, they need a new face, oozing with charisma, and that's your boy, that's me, Logan Paul, and I'm officially entering the Royal Rumble. And I'm not gonna go through 29 other men, like that's for Tweedledee and Tweedledum here. Mind you, Gunther's not gonna be in the Royal Rumble because he's World Heavyweight Champion, but nonetheless, he says that I'm gonna enter in basically at the last spot, number 30. I'm gonna toss out whoever jobber Jamoke is left in the ring, and I'm gonna go on to main event WrestleMania 41. And I'm gonna challenge you, Gunther. And then Gunther then says, you know what, stuff? I changed my mind. I want you to win, Logan Paul, so I can embarrass you in front of the world at WrestleMania 41. And that's it for this long ass fucking dreadful, boring ass fucking segment. The only thing entertaining about that promo was Atlanta shitting on Logan Paul. That's it. Other than that, I don't give 2 fucks about Rollins ain't winning the Royal Rumble, right? Most likely Gunther is heading into WrestleMania as a champion. If not, he's gonna lose at Elimination Chamber. And I don't see Logan Paul eliminating someone like John Cena or Roman Reigns to win the Royal Rumble. But it is the Royal Rumble, so anything could happen. So who the fuck knows? It's not the worst idea. Moving on, we see CM Punk backstage. He gets confronted by Sami Zayn. Sami says, like, I heard you were running your mouth about me, huh? He's like, well, I just had to come see you man to man, face to face, and tell you, you're not wrong. What you said, you're like, we're not the same, not on the same level, because I main evented WrestleMania, and you didn't. He walks away, acting like he did something there. I'm like, no, you didn't. Right? This fallacy that night one of main event is the main event of WrestleMania. Like, no, it isn't. Stop it. Stop the cap. Up until these greedy assholes decide to start charging people for 2 nights, there's only one main event, right? And the concept's still the same, right? Regardless if there's 2 nights, 3 nights, 4 nights, it doesn't matter. The last night, last match is the main event. And as I recall, I don't remember seeing Sami Zayn or CM Punk in either of those matches, okay? And at least with CM Punk, he's a multiple-time world champion. Sami Zayn sure as fuck can't say that, right? Well, he was an NXT champion, sure. He won the Intercontinental belt a couple times, congratulations. Right, but it's like, who had a better career so far? I'm going with Punk. Sorry, not sorry. But then see Karrion Kross show up talking with Sami Zayn, who got no reaction. And it's just like, man, I feel bad for Kross because I like the guy. I see potential in him. Like, this dude should be putting people in the back of his fucking trunk, taking them on trips across the city. Alright? That's what he should be doing. Make Killer Kross a killer again. It's not hard. Or instead of this whole instigating bullshit that he's doing, telling Sami, it's like, listen, like, I seen what happened last week. The Helluva Kick to Rollins was just an accident. And you should listen to Kevin Owens because this is your biggest opportunity to win the Royal Rumble. So get your head out of your ass and make something happen for yourself. Stop right there because Sami Zayn ain't fucking winning the Royal Rumble. It's like, why even feed into that notion? Like, stop it. But that's like saying Karrion Kross is going to win this year's Royal Rumble. It ain't happening. Alright, but then you see the American Cut showing up, and this, even the way he greets people, it's like a politician. I don't for the life of me understand what people see in this dude. I don't get it, and I'll never understand it. Now, the money in this dude is a fucking heel. And I see people draw comparisons to him and Homelander, which again I think is ludicrous because it's like, alright, even that's the case, you do realize that Homelander is the bad guy. This man watched a whole plane full of innocent people crash and burn. That's an evil, diabolical son of a bitch. Right? You're gonna draw comparisons to that dude? But that tells me that Cody Rhodes, again, like I've been saying for fucking years, he's a natural heel. And this is coming from me, a man that can't stand Cody Rhodes. I never liked him from day one. Right? Since the first time I seen this dude as a tag team with How Do You Like Me Now? Hardcore Holly Bob Holly. Alright, that was back in like 07, like whatever fucking year that was. His best work was him putting paper bags over people's heads in a crowd when he had the whole Phantom of the Opera gimmick. That was his best work. And people want to see him be like an evil Homelander here in the WWE night. No, he doesn't have the charisma to pull that off. But don't worry, I'll do the video soon enough on how to book Cody Rhodes as a heel. Alright, but he shows up, he shakes fucking Sami Zayn's hand like a politician that he is. It's like, hey Sami, what's going on? Sami's like, oh shit, you scared me, I'm out. And then that's it. that's all that happened here, man. So we move on. We see A-Town Down Under is now on Raw exclusively. And I don't know what's been going on with these random ass trades. It's like, are they still doing the draft? I don't fucking know. And if they are, then they should just stop. Because the draft doesn't fucking matter at this point. If people are just going to arbitrarily show up to wherever show that they please. It makes no fucking sense. Austin Theory says that I'm no stranger to Raw or winning championships, and I'm the best damn thing that ever come from this city, Atlanta. And I tell you what, it only takes me but one chain to do it. And then we did see 2 Chainz in the crowd. And it's crazy. I was just listening to him on the track with Larry June last week. Bad Choices, good song. We see him. We see Quavo with the bandana. We see Lil Yachty next to him with the red beanie. I don't know who's in the Raiders jersey. I don't know what the fuck that is. Looks like RZA, but it's not RZA, so I don't know. I don't know the chick next to him, or that's a dude. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. I know the dude back there with the red hat looks like fucking DJ Drama, the Drama King. And yeah, that's all the people I recognize from here. But next up is a tag team match for the Raw Tag Team titles. See, Judgment Jobbers coming out and have a new theme song. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like it. Alright? It's decent, especially from the hot garbage that they've been putting out here lately. I don't mind it. They then take some time out to show off some celebrities here in the crowd. And for week 1 here in Netflix, you had Macaulay Culkin, Vanessa Hudgens, Seth Green, people like that, Ashton Kutcher. Week 2, Daniel Cormier. Week 3, some extras from Yellowstone, aka some bull riders from Texas that no one knew. And here, week 4, we have Noah Centineo from Recruit. I haven't seen it, but if anyone has here watching this video, let me know if it's a good show or not. I'll check it out. Probably the next show I might watch is Severance. I'm hearing good things about that, so I might check that out. We then see Lil Yachty rocking a Rhea Ripley shirt. Of course this dude's a fucking Rhea Ripley fan. Then see 2 Chainz, aka Titty Boy, which I did not know that used to be his name, because I've never been a 2 Chainz fan like that. Like, I remember that one song. The first time I seen this dude was like, oh, well, for my birthday as a big booty hoe, which he ain't lying. Alright, I think anyone can use a big booty hoe on their birthday. But I digress. We didn't see Quavo rocking the Spoken Skull belt, which is cool. And like, none of these rappers I really listen to like that. You know what I mean? Like, out of this bunch, probably 2 Chainz I listen to the most. I listened to Lil Yachty's last album, which was decent, actually. And Quavo, I never heard any solo work from Quavo ever. Like, you want to talk about rappers that I listen to currently? It would be people like Ransom, the whole Griselda crew, Freddie Gibbs, Marlon Craft, Denzel Curry, people like that. You know what I mean? Currently. It's cool to see them in the audience, I suppose. You know, Triple H, sticking to himself. I have to show the entire world just how lit the WWE is, and that black people love me, and that I always see talent. Show off guys like Lil Yachty, 2 Chainz, Quavo for me. Mind you, again, if you were to ask Triple H, hey, what's 5 of 2 Chainz' best songs? He'd be like, Big Booty Hoes, Crack Cocaine, I Love My Mama, I'm in these streets, and fuck around and find out. And be like, okay. Okay, bro. Right. Moving on. You see A-Town Down Under again, acting like they didn't just cut a promo like 5 minutes ago for some reason. I don't know. Then see the Creed brothers who were out there, got no reaction, people don't care. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing with these guys, man? Do something. Like, they're stagnant and floundering in this American-made stable because they're a bunch of jobbers. How can you take a group like that seriously? We then see the reigning, defending, undisputed Raw Tag Team Champions, the War Raiders, which was arguably the match of the night here. I will point out some of the moments that happened in this match, which was JD McDonough doing like a springboard somersault to Ivar, I think that's his name, on the outside. He hits it, but the back of his neck just whiplashes against the fucking announce table. Now I'm like, oh my goodness. like, there's not many times I cringe, you know, but that was like, oof. Even the crowd was worried. They're like, yeah, that did not look good. Right. But he still continued to wrestle after that, still taking bumps in the back of his head. You know what I mean? Like, that's insane. Like, fucking Raymond Rowe, aka Eric, doing his finisher. I forgot what he used to call it, where he does like the half Nelson into the knee, the back of the head. I'm like, do you not see what the fuck happened to this dude like a few minutes ago, and yet you still proceed to do this fucking move anyway? Gonna knee him in the back of the fucking head? Like, come on, man. Then fast forward, see JD, who's still wrestling, still taking bumps, getting kicked in the fucking dome and shit. He hits his finisher, the Devil Within, to Ivar off the turnbuckle. Michael Cole in commentary, he was like, what a maneuver! Like, what an amazing suplex. It's like, you don't know the name of the fucking finisher? That's your fucking job. And I'll never forget on this channel, I did a poll of who would you rather have on commentary, Booker T or Michael Cole? And at that time, they chose Michael Cole over Booker T. That's one of the craziest polls I've ever seen in my entire life. A dude that doesn't even know half the fucking moves he's calling, but yeah, he's better than Booker T. Okay. Like, sure. We then fast forward to this moment in the match where the crowd was chanting, "This is awesome," but if you look into the crowd, no one's actually saying, "This is awesome." Alright, so here's a clear-cut case of these people going pipe their chants. That's why it's hard to tell sometimes if these reactions from the crowd is organic or artificial. Then we fast forward to the finish, and this after Carlito. That's not cool. He gets involved. War Raiders hit their tag team finisher, which is apparently called War Machine. So if I'm hearing that correctly, they can name their finisher the War Machine, but they can't call themselves War Machine. Makes perfect sense. But they hit their tag team finisher on Dominic. 1, 2, 3. And still the Raw Tag Team Champions, the War Raiders. Moving on, we see Luke McKaiser talking with Pete Dunne backstage. He's like, "Whoa, Pete, I come in peace. I seen what happened last week, and it's time we teach Penta just how we do things around here." Well, that's the New Day. They were like, "That's what I'm talking about, Kaiser. I said the same exact thing." You know, they look at him, they're like, "The fuck?" And then both Kaiser and Pete Dunne walk away. And then see Kathy Kelly, her beautiful self, walks up. New Day were like, "Are you ready to see ATL's favorite son here in action tonight?" And she was like, 2 Chainz, Austin Theory, Cody Rhodes. And Coffee was like, "Ain't no one talking about that paper champion." And I'm like, see, that's why Coffee and Xavier need to get pushed. That's what I'm talking about. Someone with some honesty on this fucking show. But they're like, "No, man, Xavier. You know, this is his hometown, his family, his front row and center. He's gonna go out there and kick Rey Mysterio's ass." And that's pretty much all that happened here, so we move on. We see Rey Mysterio, the legend himself, making his entrance, getting ready for the match against Xavier Woods. He comes out, you know, and he was like, "Don't touch me." There's some fan touching him, and then he's trying to cut his promo, and another fan touches him. He was like, "Again, don't touch me." All right? And the fan was like, "I'm sorry." Right? "I'm sorry." Right? Xavier is like, ATL's favorite son is back home. I've watched greatness personified. Kick Rey Mysterio's ass here tonight. They go to commercial, we get back, they show some more rappers in the audience. We see Lil Baby. We haven't seen this dude in a hot minute. He's chilling with his kiddos. That's cool to see. We see Killer Mike. I listened to his last album. It was dope. I enjoyed it. He's out there with his son. And then we see some reserved seats for Xavier Woods' family who hasn't showed up yet. So we're going to fast forward. We then see Xavier Woods' family. His sister, his daddy, and his mama, the Yo Yachty, rocking New Day Sucks shirts, turn their back on their own son, who did nothing wrong, mind you. Just completely disrespectful to Xavier. I feel bad for him. He gets back, he gets his ass 619, and Ray hits the tadpole splash. The 1, 2, 3. Rey Mysterio goes over. Then after the match, he goes to show his love to Xavier Woods' family in front of him. Like, that's just the audacity. I mean, the unmitigated goal. Like, Ray out there chilling and paying homage to Xavier Woods' family and Yo Yachty, and then Xavier and Coffee, they're like, "What the fuck is that?" Like, the fuck? Yeah, it's like, how do you blame him? You know what I mean? Like, last week, he lost on MLK Day. Here, he loses in front of his whole family, and then Rey Mysterio's out there posted up with his family in front of him. It's like, and all he did was just tell Big E, like, "Oh yeah, you broke your neck." And, like, they said nothing wrong, yet they're being excommunicated like they're the biggest pieces of shit on the roster. This unjust treatment, I feel bad for New Day. You know, they get jobber treatment as baby faces, they get jobber treatment as heels. You hate to see it. Moving on, we see Rollins talking with Sammy backstage. Sammy was like, look, what happened last week was just an accident. Be cool. Rollins was like, yeah, we're fine right now, but if that shit happens again, there's going to be an issue. Well, we're cool right now. Stay dap each other up. That's it. We didn't get an entrance from Jey Uso, who was not the main event, so I cannot call him the main event Jey Uso because he lost. He lost time and time again to Gunther. So he's not a main event Jey Uso. He's just Jey Uso. He comes out, yeeting with the whole crowd with Quavo for about 10 minutes. This was easily his longest entrance ever. But Atlanta was going crazy, right? He then grabs the mic. He says, yeet. And then the whole crowd was like, yeet. But he was like, nah, Oos. Y'all seen what happened that Saturday? I got my ass kicked. Yeet. I got mollywopped. Yeet. I got dog whopped. Yeet. I got my fucking ass whooped. Yeet. That's okay, Oos. Well, the ring general got me. Yeet. But I know deep down inside, I can beat Gunther. Yeet. So at the Royal Rumble, I'm gonna go out there, throw out 29 other men, yeeks, and win the Royal Rumble. Yeets. I'm gonna go on to WrestleMania 41. Yeets. Challenge Gunther again for the World Heavyweight Championship. Oos. Yeet. And I'm gonna beat him and become the new World Heavyweight Champion. Oos. Yeet. You feel me? No, I don't. Alright. Now, here's the thing. Alright. Jey Uso ain't winning the Royal Rumble. But what he should win this year is the Money in the Bank briefcase. Why the fuck not? They could be on some RVD shit back in 2006 to where doing the whole surprise cash in. Fuck all that. It's just played out. Right? Instead, what you're gonna do is you're gonna announce, hey, at this pay-per-view, I'm challenging you, because it guarantees him a title shot whenever. Alright? So he'd be like, hey, Oos, I'm challenging you, Gunther, at whatever pay-per-view, and it's gonna happen. Switch it up a bit. So there's my pick for who should win the Money in Bank this year. Right? But fast forward, we see Pat McAfee talking to Xavier Woods' family. He asks his sister Amber, how do you feel about Xavier Woods? Why, we seen you throw your New Day Sucks shirt in front of him. Why'd you do that? And she was like, he's a complete disappointment. He turned his back on the family, myself, and the fans. It's terrible. Mom then says that we raised our son to be a good boy and that he needs to do better. Right? And then he goes up to Yo Yachty. He was like, holy shit. It's good to see you live here on Raw and ATL. And I just gotta ask, is there any chance that he might step into the ring at any point? Yo Yachty says, they never said never, but I'll tell you what, as long as it's Rhea, because that's the only thing that matters to me. I love me some mommy. It's like, well, you heard it here, folks. Lil Yachty loves mommy. He wants mommy on top of him. He's trying to clap them cheeks. So, buddy, be on the lookout. Moving on, we see Lara Valkyria backstage. She says that she's a fighting champion, despite her not being on the next show after winning the Women's Intercontinental Championship. She says that she is declaring that she will enter the Royal Rumble. Now, does anybody believe that Lyra Valkyria is going to go on to win the Women's Royal Rumble and main event WrestleMania 4? I'm sorry, I tried to say it without laughing. It's just the notion. It's like, come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. She then gets interrupted by American Made. Right? Chad was like, that's a cute little title, but you're going to keep it warm for Ivy Nile, who's coming after you. We didn't see the Alpha Babes making a TikTok for some reason, and why they're called the Alpha Babes, I don't know. Right? But American Made Chad Gable was like, what the hell are you doing? How is that ankle, Otis? It's like, you should be ashamed of yourself. This is disgusting, pathetic. And to think, I took you under my tutelage once upon a time. What an absolute embarrassment. Moving on to a tag team match, we see the Boondock Saints, that is Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, are going up against the reigning, defending, undisputed women's tag team champions, that is Bianca Belair and Naomi, both looking fine as ever. Decent match, but fast forward to the finish, which was Bianca countering the Oblivion from Liv Morgan, hits the KOD on her. Dominic gets involved, distracts referee. Bianca hits the, tags in. Naomi hits the crossbody to Dominic on the outside. Naomi hits the split-legged moonsault to Liv. Cal gangster ass outside hits the Tejana bomb, whatever it's called, to Naomi on a ring apron. Liv Morgan pins her. 1, 2, 3. Liv and Raquel, Boondock Saints, go over. Right now, do I want to see them become the next tag team champions? Absolutely not. But that is more than likely the direction they're heading to. But moving on, we see Rhea Ripley backstage. She says that, she whooped Nia's ass on Saturday, and now Mommy's still on top. And it's like, here's the thing, man. These champions on this fucking show don't wrestle. I mean, we got fucking War Raiders, but I'm talking about Laura didn't wrestle, Braun Breaker didn't wrestle, Rhea Ripley didn't wrestle, Gunther didn't wrestle. Like, the champions don't fucking wrestle on these shows. It's like completely ass backwards. It's like, once you're the champion, it's like you're working part-time now. Smooth sailings from here. Like, you ain't gotta do shit except show up, cut a shit promo. You might wrestle once every 6 months. You're good. That's all you gotta do. She then gets interrupted by Bayley, who said that, last year I won the Royal Rumble, so maybe this year I'll win it again and challenge you. And it's like, come on. Stop it. Stop it. Bayley ain't winning. Right? You had her moment last year, rightfully so. I wanted her to go over on Io Sky. She did. Arguably had the best match on that fucking pay-per-view. Then apparently went on to have a lackluster title reign. So yeah, we don't need to see Bayley as a champion anytime soon. Sorry, not sorry to the Triple B, Big Booty Bayley. But I gotta keep it 100. Moving on, Raw then turns into Monday Night Kai. Kai Cenat shows up here in Atlanta on Raw, gets a good pop, a bigger reaction than half the fucking wrestlers on the roster. A damn shame. Goes out there, he daps up Pat McAfee, he daps up Adam Davis, Duke Dennis, and Chris out there from AMP. I don't recall seeing Agent or Phantom out there, so Pat says, how does it feel to be in front of the millions and millions of fans worldwide here on Raw? Kai says he's happy to be here. Atlanta, you're fucking awesome. Best believe I'm gonna be there at the Royal Rumble to support my boy John Cena. And Speed, I'm gonna see you too. So I already see what Triple H is up to. At WrestleMania 41, we're gonna set the all-time match. Once in a lifetime is gonna be Kai Cenat versus I Show Speed in a street fight. And after that match, the hood everywhere would love me. So yeah, that's it. So we move on. We then see Pat McAfee absolutely roast the shit out of Michael Cole, and rightfully so. Roasting his attire at WrestleMania 27, and then going on to showcase how this dude has no rhythm at all in his entire body. Quavo tries to dap him up. He misses not once, not twice, but 3 times. So even Pat was like, see the look on Pat's face. He's like, you serious? He said, from now on, don't ever dap anybody up. Like, you just shake hands like the old goofy ass white dude you always have been. Alright? Not that Pat's much better himself, but I mean, at least you don't fuck up daps. How do you fuck up dapping up someone? Jesus. Yeah, he's such a good commentator. That's a GOAT for some people. The greatest commentator of all time, Michael Cole. My goodness. Moving on, we get a promo package from Penta. He says, Cero, miedo. That's it. Moving on, we get a long ass yapping promo from Paul Heyman. Does the whole spiel like, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. It's like, we all know your name is Paul Heyman. You've been saying it for years, decades even. We know who you are. He announces that the cover of 2K25 is none other than Roman Reigns. Couldn't be Jey Uso, huh? Can it yeet his way to the cover? Nah, he just gotta revert back to Roman, huh? Okay. Can't help themselves. He then glazes the shout of Roman, saying that he's the best of all time, the greatest, he's the tribal chief now and forever, yada yada yada. Not who fucking cares, right? He gets interrupted by Drew McIntyre. He says that Paul, I came out here because I have to say all this whole bloodline shit is because of me. I'm the daddy of the bloodline. Let me explain. I whooped Brock Lesnar's ass at WrestleMania a few years ago. You were out of a client. Roman Reigns just came back. And guess who was your new client? And the rest is history. So I'm the catalyst for your success and Roman's success the past 4 years. And all I want is just a thank you and a favor. Paul was like, what favor? Tell your boy that I'm coming for him at the Royal Rumble. He was like, who, Roman? No, CM Punk. So we're gonna go back to CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. It's like, man, like, he buried you last year. Why are we going back to this shit again? I thought he was going after Roman. So I don't fucking know. And I don't care. Drew McIntyre ain't winning. This man is a jobber. Alright, and I'll get more to Drew McIntyre here in a bit. Moving on, we see LeBron Breaker backstage, another champion that doesn't wrestle on Raw. He says that right now, Kathy, my concerns about the Royal Rumble, me entering and throwing out 29 other men, or should I say 29 senior citizens, you're going to be out there complaining, oh, my neck, my back, my neck and my back. This isn't 2014 anymore. This is 2025, and a badass LeBron Breaker is taking over. And then gets interrupted by Penta, who says nothing. He does that Cero Miedo. The crowd says it for him, walks away. That's all that happened here, so we move on. It's time for the main event, which is Sami Zayn, who apparently has faced Drew McIntyre 10 times and got his ass kicked 10 times. So Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre again. It was a 50-50 matchup. Drew McIntyre said to squash Sami Zayn, but what do I know? Fast forward to the finish, which was after Sami Zayn misses the haluva kick. Drew McIntyre rose up schoolboy using the ropes for 1, 2, 3. Drew wins, having to cheat against Sami fucking Zayn, struggling to beat him decisively. That's how far Drew McIntyre has fallen. Then beats his ass after the match. Then we see the American Cup, Cody Rhodes, with piped in cheers, comes out to save Sami Zayn. Then see Kevin Owens, he attacks Cody. Cody fights back, then Drew McIntyre gets involved again, or he has him cornered, then sets up Sami Zayn to do the haluva kick to Cody Rhodes by accident. Right? Drew McIntyre's laughing his ass off. Kevin Owens is like, thank you, brother, walks away. Sami was in disbelief. He's like, oh no. I'll be like, I'm so sorry. Like, oh, gee golly, I did it again. I'm so sorry, Cody. Walks away. Cody then, he's selling the effects of the haluva kick, cuts a gaslighting promo saying that no one outworks me. I wrestle the most. I'm the first to show up. I'm the last to leave. Nobody's better than me. Crowd didn't care. He is interrupted by CM Punk. He comes out to yap his ass off as well. He says, like, you want to be John Cena. You want to be the man. And right now you are the man. Right? But I know the pressures that comes with being the champion. And as a friend, I'm here to tell you that as the champion, you don't have any friends. You have a target on your back. Cody then says, well, Punk, are you my friend? And I'm just like, oh my goodness, man, this shit is so fucking corny. It's like, might as well just say, well, Punk, do you love me? Like, just, what a cornball. Just, God, this dude sucks. Lame as shit. Mike, CM Punk should just smack the fuck out of him. Punk then says, yeah, I'm your friend, Cody. And as a friend, I'm letting you know, instead of stabbing you in the back, I love you so much, Cody. I'm gonna stab you in the front. Tries to walk away, and fucking Cody was like, well, I'm not done yet. Alright, because you see Punk, that this whole wrestling ecosphere, this cusses fucking this long-winded promo, just basically saying how after all these years was Cody trying to chase after Punk and his greatness. Well, now for the first time ever, you know, like fucking almost 2 decades into Cody's career, he can now say that it's CM Punk chasing Cody Rhodes. Congratulations. You know, he's technically not chasing him as of yet because I require him to run the Royal Rumble, which there's a good possibility of that happening, but we shall see. Punk then says, careful what you wish for, because all the guys that wanted me to catch up to them, I eventually did. Alright, and then he tries to walk away, then Cody was like, whoa, where you going, Punk? I'm not done yet, because I hope you win the Royal Rumble, because at WrestleMania 41, I want to prove to you that you are no longer best in the world. That's it. That's it for this fucking go-home show. There's no chaos, no anarchy to build up the Royal Rumble match. What should have happened is, CM Punk should start fucking whipping Cody's ass. And then we see Drew McIntyre come back out. Then we see Sami Zayn come out, Kevin Owens, and then John Cena comes out, gets a pop from the crowd. It's the F you to all these fucking jobbers. And then Roman Reigns comes out, spears the fuck out of John Cena, and that's how you close out the show, hyping up Royal Rumble 2025. But does that happen? Nah. You know what we get? We get a close-up on these two assholes in their neck tattoos. One has a ugly-ass fucking Optimus Prime tattoo. The other one has a fucking star behind his ear. This is the main event scene. This potentially might be the main event at WrestleMania 41. And God help us all if it is. And that's it for this fucking go-home show for Raw. Not the worst go-home show I've ever seen, but it's up there. Where this show is boring. It had a couple moments, but yeah, it's a drag watching these shows, man. But I cover it for the people that don't got it. Alright, so you're welcome. Like if you like, hate if you hate. It's all the same to me. I just want to see the engagement and the feedback from you guys. Alright, next video, probably NXT video. I'm working on the GCW video. It's over 5 hours, right? So it's going to take me a minute to break it down. Similar with Wrestle Kingdom, Wrestle Dynasty. That thing, if you do that well in views, but I'm going to do it anyway because I enjoyed the show. All right. Every time I watch GCW, I end up liking the show. And I went to myself, why don't I do more GCW reviews? So we shall see. But yeah, wasting off your guys' time. So be safe, be blessed, take care of yourself, protect your loved ones, stay warm, stay dry, stay frosty. Most importantly, trust in God. I'm out of here. Until next time, adios.